Hi, hello, welcome to Dusty Shop, where bad decisions are rabid and planning is lacking. So, don't do what we do. Well, you could try it. Have fun with it. You know, do the YouTube stuff. Click like and subscribe. Alright, thanks.
Alright, so guys, so here we go again. We're back here. Yeah, but it's over. Yep, sure is. So, we got some new goodies. So we got yes, this is actually a coilover setup for the shocks, but I do like the way they sit. So this is kind of what I'm going for. On this, on the wheel, these here, got the big tires here, I got the pipe. Oops. So kind of going like that. Kind of gonna put it in there somewhere. Well, the tabs. I may end up clearing these things out. I was kind of thinking I gotta play this a little bit, so I'm gonna weld these on first. Go on with these like that. I'm gonna shock straight up and down, and low to the ground, and that way I can. We can weld this up in here. If I do, I'll cut those out. I don't care. And then, yeah, come up in there. If I have to. Get it kind of where I want it. And if I have to. This trunk, nobody cares about, including me. I'll cut a hole in it, put the shock up through there, and then, yeah, cover the hole up. Make some kind of box or something like that. So that's kind of the thing we're going to do. And George's going to weld these in, start fitting these things. I also want to put one thing I want to do is so right into here I want to put a stiffener plate. So I want to get twin member bolts. Nice. Or nuts. I want to put a plate right here. So clean this up. I'm gonna put a stiffener plate. Kind of grab it right here somehow from back here. Somewhere in here. I got the plate. I just gotta measure it, cut it down, and let's put it in there. So that way, I want to give as much. I think the back of this thing's gonna be more violent. Because up there, I got a lot of welds on the front of the. So let's get some more back here. What's it gonna hurt? Absolutely nothing. I added a couple pound or two to the back of it, which I don't think it's really gonna hurt this car at this point in time. So that's what this here plate's for. Went to my favorite place in the world. Buy this stuff like by the pound because it's just kind of like extra drop. So I kind of guessed, and I think that's gonna work out. Let's get a measuring, take a measure. I wanted to go. Oops, don't look at it. So yeah, as you can see here, I can go like 15 inches and use like most of it. Come up in here. I want to come up probably 3. I'm not trying to cramp in here and weld, but we're going to have to weld all this out. So I'm going to have to clean this little nuggets out of here. Yeah, I got some. Little sun is just it's just right. I'm sure y'all are just loving this right here. So yeah, I'm gonna call it 3 inches by. Let's do the whole 15.5 right now. So let's go grab the plate. Come over here to the old chop table. This is some thick stuff, man. Thick stuff right here, buddy. 2, 3, yeah, there's plenty here. In there. So, I'm going to go cut the capacitor on. I'm going to do all the fitting, I think. see how this turns out. I'm gonna close the back door. So the other thing too is we're gonna put it up in this lovely one owner. So I'm gonna put a seat bracket in here, kind of like I did over here. But I'm gonna do it exactly across from it, right here. And it's gonna give me some bracing to the floor. Extra bracing here to here because we're gonna run an ejectocito. I'm gonna be able to put a passenger seat in this thing, so I'm gonna rig it up, I'm gonna run some bolts down into it, weld them up, just for like joy rides and stuff, because you know, you own a race car, everybody wants to go for a ride in it. And this little sweetheart is a one-seater at this time. I have no way to bolt them down. I did this in my dirt track cars when I dirt track raced, because after a while people wanting to like slam around against the roll cage. Yeah, I just found an old race seat and threw it in there. So we went along, run with it. I've got some of the old from the ejectocito project where I messed a couple of those up. I'm gonna see if I can't get some of that scrap to work in our ejectocito. Like I said, this thing ain't gotta be perfect. So I'm hoping we can make something kind of safe. Nah, I want it to be safe, but I don't have to be like perfect. I don't have to be perfect. Perfection. So I'm hoping some of the old scrap from that. Another piece. We can. It's just to hold some butts in the seat so that they don't go like airborne. And I'm gonna basically U-bolt clamp that thing to the cage. Be bolted to the floor. It's gonna be not a good deal, but we'll get into that later. So right now, let's go turn on some air. And I'm gonna cut some parts. Okay. So kind of like this, something along those lines. Man, kind of digging that. Maybe stick a little cut right there. Kind of do a little. Oop. Okay. So let's cut this. Let's see what this looks like. Let's see how that plays out, man. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. A little this way up. You know, one of them type deals. See what this looks like over here. On this side, not bad. Not bad at all. This way up. Alright. I think that's going to work. Got a pretty decent edge on it. Okay. Alright, so like I said, we've got that. So plate 1, plate 2. Cut that out. And then, yeah. So, I'm on board with that part of it. So, I'm going to cut these out. There they are laid on the steel. And then, yeah, we'll start I'll bend up them seat pieces. You've already seen me do that too. That was kind of boring. We'll come back and we'll be doing something else. So, right now, I'm going to do that. So, we'll be back. Alright, so just go. So, there we go. Boom. Gotta be welded in, but they're bolted in. I like those, but on this side, a little more bracing for me. Well, this is going to be for the the second seat. Yeah. So basically, yeah, you can see absolutely nothing. Oh, there we go. So there you go. Yeah, those 4 points go down to that bracket, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach something right here just on a clamp. Do it like this. Yeah. So we'll put something on that bar right there, like a clamp. Come out. Basically have that seat up there on some kind of metal frame. We can quick bolt in and out real easy. Seatbelt's hooked to it, and then that way I can take the little ones and anybody else and thrill seekers for a little good hit in the Camaro. Nothing too extreme, but a good hit. So, with that being said, plus that also helps brace up the car a little bit more. Gives me a little more something in the car to help me, keep me from, who knows. But with that being said, we'll come back, we'll get this welded out, and then, more welding. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to go in here, cut this stuff off, get it out of the way. We got to measure, where is it? This bar right here. This bar right here, because it needs to slide up in here somewhere. Do something like that. Yep, okay. I'll cut these tabs off. I'll get them out of the way. I may have to put a little pocket up there. I don't know. Let's see what we got. Let's start out with the cuts. Yeah, I'm just gonna use the old grinder. And just rip it. A little bit easier. I could use the plasma cutter, but I think it'd be a little more destructive. At this point, be a little more destructive. I don't want to fix stuff. I want to bare minimum work. So I'm thinking something like that. Maybe. I'm kind of hold that right there. And shock. Move my shock fully, you know what I mean? Completely down. Will it get low enough? Almost. If I lose that little bit of, So if I lose that little bit right there, no crying in the milk. No crying in the rain, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so, like so. Tons of bitches. Lots of figure in here. Lots of figure in here. Get me where I want. I really like the shock. It could be sitting here, like so. I guess I could measure this. I need about 25 inches. 3 more inches. That's too far. I need to cut. I'll get rid of this. So I got this 3-speed old fuel cell. My fuel cell will be mounted up front. I'm not going to run it back here. I'm not going to try to push all that fuel up there. So I could probably cut this out to a point. Beans. I kind of want to be tilted. Kind of tilt it back a little bit. thing right there. So right in front of this. So basically, I cut it out right there. It's just going to be whatever that size pipe is. It's longer, which I probably got some. I'm running across here. So what I do, one thing I'm now doing is I'm going to cut it right here, straight across it. I really don't need that at all, but I'm going to cut it straight across here. Straight across. And then up here, where it flushes out, I'm going to cut that straight across up there. And basically, we'll box that out. Run that pipe way up into there. You get what I need for clearance to get the shock to sit where I want it. And then, yeah, go from there. Yeah. So, put that piece there. Okay, just like that. You can see there. Drill some markers so I know where I'm at. Being that it is under the core. And I'll be doing up, down all day long. It's just absolutely, yeah, that's my trunk is rough. Sure. And then now, cut it out. Oops. So within there, I'm gonna box that out. Cause I ain't gonna do this from cut blowing. I'm gonna load that in, down below. I got stuff to do in here anyway, so maybe I'll just kind of patch up the floor down here, and that's a pretty flat piece. So I'll make a piece to come in here, plug that hole up, put my battery back here, and stuff like that. Nitrous bottle. Yep, all that's gonna be hidden back here, I think. Probably. Most likely. So, that being said, I'm gonna put you all on a little deal, and we'll fire up the air compressor, and we'll cut this out real quick, see what we get, what it looks like. Yeah, should be fine.
You serious?
Alright. So, there it is. Tab on it. This is down here like so. That's kind of a little bit long. But that gets me where I want to be. Shock adjustability. That's like the shock fully extended. We'll have to see when I get the car down on it. Wait. First we're going to do is we're going to cut these things off. And this off. Because I want to pull this back about an inch. And then that bar may end up going on top. Alright, so open up the hole. Like that. Yep. So I think I'm going to do that. Put the bar on there. Like so. Two of the bar in there. Run another bar from here to here. Kind of helps stiffen it up. Weld. Put a couple drill holes in there before we start welding. Plug it into here, plug it into there, blah, blah, blah. Do that. Weld my tabs on here. I think we're good to go. And then, like I said, we'll build a sheet metal wall that comes up like this. Under here, copy straight across. Tie it in somehow. Yep, like that. Give me some wrap. some gap, and then put the tabs up like this, kind of at an angle, like that, so they kind of sit up, give me as much up in the trunk, because I mean really, I don't fucking need any of this back here. So, anyway, that's where we're at right now. We'll keep on trucking along. So this is some square tubing, drilled a hole, set the pipe in there, we'll weld the pipe. Pipe on both ends, weld that down to there, like I said, put the brace bang, give it every chance we can, and then like I said, the sheet metal on top of it. And that should be the top of the shocks. So we can run the coilover style brackets on there. Like I said, no, it's just line and everything. These key components. So we'll continue on, and yeah, we'll come back in a little while. Like I said, it was boring. I just had to open this hole up. Big old hole. Big old hole. Big old ugly hole. That's okay. We'll fill it in. Yeah, with sheet metal. Yep. So, alright, we'll come back and we'll get doing some more.
Alright, so we got it back on her. You know, coming back here, we're going to weld out the truck mount to the 9, and then get her up here, all this stuff welded in, that way we're done. We got the drain plug we seen earlier in the video done. I got that done. And, oh, here. I'll be back. George is measuring everything out. Get those bottom brackets on there, and then we'll make the top line up to the bottom. That's probably the hardest thing to do to keep them straight. So we'll do that. And then I'm over here putting the old crappy U-bolts on, so that way the rear end don't just live it right, so they're not moving around.
This pipe, how are we going to line it up? We're going to go off the shock.
What about the shock? So what we'll do is, I like what you're saying, we'll start here, get that welded on.
Put the shock on it.
Tack, yeah.
Stick the shock up there, and wherever the shock is,
Yeah, well, we want so much gap and so much room, that's all movable, it's just all loose.
how much is this in there?
Just, you buy just a little bit. Yeah, it does. I mean, once you get like that, I mean, that bad boy is
I like to tap that motherfucker right there. Okay, now that shock is leaning in here. You want it straight or what? Or do you know?
Well, you gotta remember that now the suspension is gonna travel
Yeah, it's gonna
at
twist.
this kind of arc.
It's going to twist like
Right.
that.
If it's as long, I just don't want it to hit this. So we're good here. So we have the height, we have the gap here. I want, you know,
Well, it's going to go that way anyway.
Yeah, so she's gonna go on a roll this way. So
Now, you can get up there and feel like everything where it is. I can get up, I'll get it welded. I mean, you know.
right. I kind of want to sit like that.
Cause I'll get up in there and get it welded one way or the other.
Because I kind of like this. If I could get the shock to live right in there somewhere, and right, you know, when it's on the ground, that'd be fucking, you know, something like that'd be that's what I want.
Yeah, I might be able to ladder to get up there and look.
Right. But we can,
Before you get comfortable with that, I need to get that pipe
yeah,
set.
let's get, just to give it, you know,
Yeah.
because this bracket does move around a lot. You can.
That's high enough for you overshooting the hoop, for whatchamacallit. Like it?
Like it, yeah.
This is my bird a little bit.
Alright.
That is enough. You take the shock out.
Alright.
You got your level over there?
Yep, got right here. Ooh. The manual on the fucking off the
I need to go up. There's a mount over here sticking up. Okay, wait, we gotta figure out how you gonna get there. Make sure they match them.
Well, I told them the shock will stay in the same spot.
It's a line right there.
We can always measure it. You can measure it from the top of here to the center of that.
Here?
Yeah.
Titty of it, I guess. Maybe up to there.
Yeah, I did that now. That's easier. If I butt up against there, 14 1/4.
Push it up. That's gonna be right. That's too low. That don't look right. Look at the points. That's up in there. No, flat. They different?
So 17. Yeah, okay, one more.
Yeah, over here.
Right there.
You long enough.
Come on, right there.
I'm gonna put them out. That's it.
Yep. Up a little bit. Ready? Hit. Hold up. Alright.
We'll take the other side, check it again.
Do you want it before we leave or when we get back?
Guess when we get back.
Huh?
Guess when we get back. Oh no.
Do you want chicken breast or do you want chicken legs or do you want the half a chicken?
Breast is fine. That's it.
Do what?
Breast is fine.
Alright.
Good there. I want you to just hold that first. Let's just tap right there.
Alright, I'm gonna tack them brackets onto the front too.
Here, we go grab some, we can build some bushings for this.
Alright, circus goers, so there it is. There is the cowl tracks. The shock's all mounted. Yeah, there it all is. George got everything welded in. We're all in there, all welded up, looking good. We got the drain, the fill, the 9 is reinforced. Brackets are on for the shocks. I gotta get some spacers made from a friend of ours. He's a little lathe. Let him cut me some spacers so that way it makes coming in and out easy. We're going to add some bars right here to tie into the roll cage to give this some more stiffness. You know, because there's only so much you can weld. You know, we ran bolts through here, welded them. welded as much of that as we could. I'm gonna add some more tubing off the cage to this just to give it everything I can. The cowl tracks, man, those are on. Don't worry about the ugly U-bolts. They're not gonna stay. You know, maybe I should just to be, but no, they're not staying. I got brand new ones over there. We're still mocking up. Here, after I get the axles put back together, we'll go ahead and put the third member in, get the axles on it, put some tires on this thing, and see how the whole package looks. So we'll come back to that because I still have to press and fight the studs into the axles. So we'll come back after a little while, hopefully, and yeah, we'll get that done. And then, yeah, like I said, we got the, oh yeah, the stiffener plates in here. Added some more plating, just a little extra back here because the front is all welded up nicely, and I liked it, and I was just, why not? Why not? I got it. The materials here, so let's do it. So, like I said, we'll come back and we'll have the car all right, circus goer. So there she is. Those are the wheels for Porky, but they're the same diameter. So that kind of gives you the idea of what the car sitting off the ground is going to look like. I got to adjust that front end because that front end's all the way out. So it's all the way down. We got to bring it up. But there they are. There's the Mickey's. Tires are underneath it. So then they're over, and tires are inflated too. So the tires are kind of tall. But yeah, there they are. So that being said, there's both sides are on there. I had to go get some lug nuts just to do this. So I'm ecstatic. The whole 9 inches underneath there. So we do have the. I did have to run a spacer, which I'll need to kind of kick her out a little bit, but I kind of figured that. I was planning on that because it was kind of weird. But so we got the top hats on there for the brakes. You know, all that, you know, we've seen all that. That's all in there, you know, so studs are in. Yeah, looks good. Tires are, yeah, look at that. Underneath the fenders, like I wanted. I still may do, I don't know, I might still do the Z flares up here. I don't know. You know, that's going to be one of them last minute deals. I'll ponder that until the end. But for now, axle is done. So the 9, other than, I don't know if you can kind of see in here. We got some sheet metal work to do inside here. So, but the shocks are in. The good old 9 is underneath there, looking all like that. Look what I want. Excellent. Shocks are on. That's it. So, we got, well, I'm gonna do a bunch of sheet metal work. George and myself talked about it because this floor is just a rusted out wreck, and we're considering maybe doing a, I don't know if you can see my hand here, doing a trim line here and just make a flat across here, and just make this flat because it just everything I have back here is battery. So, for the most part, fuel cell will be up front. With that being said, yeah. There she is, like I said. Man, I am ecstatic. That is a big deal for me. Getting that back end all squared up and tucked under, as you can see right there. She's tucked in there good. So, yeah, you know, there's some people out there that are way smarter than I am. They helped me with this, and some really good places. So, yeah, cool. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and we will catch you on the next video.
Like and subscribe to Dusty's Shop.
Yeah.
With that being said, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video. We may do something a little different next time. So thanks, and catch you on the next one.